What is up, guys? We're the Solar Friends, and this is something a little bit different than we normally do. You probably hear the kids because we're getting ready for Wrestlemania, and this is the... Speaking of kids.
Yeah, right on cue.
Say hi.
Hi.
Alright, go play. Alright, so like we said, we are getting ready for WrestleMania, so this is our prediction video. We actually have a list of the match cards up and at them. We're going to try to save the championship matches for last. Did you just come back in? Go play. Go play, buddy. Alright, anywho. So the match cards are there, but you guys can't see them because you're watching us. So that's a thing. So let's go ahead and start off. Hey, I do have this. I actually bought a mouse.
And it's purple.
It's beautiful purple.
It's a beautiful mouse.
So the kickoff show, as you all know, is something that they have right before the WrestleMania, right before, so that way people can get in, get their seats, get whatever the hell they're doing. And it normally starts off with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. I don't really know who's all in it. I just don't. I didn't really pay too much attention to it, but I see that there are some big names like Big Show and Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn. So, I mean, you know who the Big Show is, right?
Yeah. No, I as I said, I've been out of wrestling for a while, but Big Show, I mean, that goes back to WWF. I mean, I remember that at least.
Back when it was the Giant in WCW.
Yeah.
And, well, Braun Strowman's basically about the same size. He's got a beard, he's got a big redneck beard, and he's basically just a mountain of flesh.
Nice.
Just kind of throwing stuff around. Sami Zayn is some, I don't remember if he's Irish or Scottish or something like that.
It was a scrawny white dude.
He's a scrawny white dude with two, like, over 600-pound people, so I don't foresee Sami Zayn throwing either of them over the top.
Yeah.
I do predict that Big Show will not win, just because, I mean, he's been on and off. I mean, I really haven't been watching for the past couple of weeks, but I do know that he did show up. I mean, yeah, that. Go play. But, I mean, I don't know, it's going to be interesting. It's the kickoff show. It's always what happens, so, you know, that's a thing. The next one is Neville and Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight Championship.
I have no idea who either of those two are. As I said, I haven't watched wrestling in a very long time, so I honestly have no idea who either of those are.
Yeah. They're basically just two, again, scrawny white guys. One's from England, I think.
That's Neville, right?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Neville.
That's like a granted.
Yeah. So they basically jump around the ring like madmen and do that sort of thing. So that's going to be an interesting match. Definitely going to be a high-flying match. And that should be the end of the kickoff show. It should be anyway. I don't know. Hello.
Small child?
Hello, baby girl. Crazy. Lacey trying to avoid the camera. Alright, so now these aren't in any particular order, I don't think. I mean, if they are, okay, but I'm not foreseeing them being in any particular order. First is Alexa Bliss versus all available women. So this is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Basically, it is it's basically the entire locker room of women all fighting each other, and the winner gets the title.
So is it going to be like a slobber knocker match, or is it going to be like straight up like whoever just comes in, who comes in?
I think it's going to be more like a gauntlet kind of thing.
Okay.
Or like, you know, one pinfall after another, after another, after another, after another. I'm really not sure.
Whoever ends up pinning Alexa wins.
No, whoever's the last woman standing.
Okay.
So that kind of thing.
Cool.
So I mean, the championship could probably like pass
Change hands like 20 times.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I mean, at least that's what I'm thinking. I don't know any of the divas from SmackDown, except there is one that I remember. I just don't remember her name. She comes to the ring in like steampunk outfit, and she has like flaming red hair, and she looks awesome. I'm hoping she wins. I don't remember who she is because I don't really watch SmackDown because I usually work on Tuesdays. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Enzo Amore, Big Cass, and Cesaro and Sheamus. It's a triple threat tag team ladder match.
I know who Sheamus is.
Yeah, those three are kind of out there. Those three, and there's another one. Yeah, children.
All right.
They are soon to be big wrestling fans. I mean, they do romp around a lot, like kids normally do. All right, go play. Go fight your brother.
What?
Go fight your brother.
No.
Yes, go fight your brother.
Ah!
He's the bad guy. You're the Megazord. Go get him. Power Rangers, yeah.
I got him.
So anywho, it's a triple threat ladder match, basically, or it's a triple threat tag team ladder match. It's going to be hectic. There's going to be ladders. All right, go fight him. There's going to be ladders thrown everywhere, bodies thrown everywhere, and the winner is obviously the tag team who can climb up the ladder and unbuckle the belts to claim their prize.
Normal ladder match rules.
Yeah. And here I said that I was going to skip all of the non-title matches for last, and I've already done 3.
Yeah, we're just might as well
just going up the list. Just going up the list because that's a thing. The next one's Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin. Dean Ambrose, yeah, because Baron Corbin's like brand new from like 3 years ago or something like that. I don't know, even longer than that, but not very new at all, or not very old at all. Dean Ambrose has been in it for a while. Basically, it is for the Intercontinental Championship. It's a 1v1, one pinfall.
The regular.
They've had this rivalry going on for a while, so to each their own. I mean, whoever wins, wins, I guess. Dean Ambrose is called I think he's like the Lunatic Fringe or something like that. He's crazy, like bat crap crazy. And Baron Corbin is another big mound of flesh. He's tall and
he's just there.
He hits people. Yeah, he's a mound of flesh. Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens.
Also, again, he's like 100 years old. Why is he still here?
Because Chris Jericho's Chris Jericho, and he is where he wants to be, apparently, and he still likes to accessorize with scarves, and it's weird.
Oh, God.
But actually, a couple weeks ago, or a month ago, or something like that, those two were like buddy-buddy, because I think they're both like Canadian or something like that.
Oh, God.
So they're like buddy-buddy and helping each other out, and this, that, and the other thing, and then eventually... I think Chris Jericho betrayed Kevin Owens, or vice versa, one of the two.
Chris Jericho's always the bad guy.
Yeah.
Always.
Actually, the title match that Goldberg had at the last pay-per-view is Goldberg and Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens just dicking around the ring. He's just like, nah, I'm not even going to bother starting the match. He just kept rolling out of the ring and walking around.
Oh.
And eventually Chris Jericho's music hit. Kevin Owens got distracted and got speared by Goldberg, and that's how Goldberg won the title.
Nice.
One move! Because, that's a thing.
Because Goldberg.
That's what he does. Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Nia Jax. Nia Jax, big, hefty Samoan powerhouse.
I've seen her. I've seen, previews for WrestleMania. I've definitely seen her. She looks like she's going to hit a lot of people in the face. A lot of people.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I have no opinion. I said I only know about Nia Jax there.
Sasha Banks they call her the boss. She's like some Jersey girl.
Cool.
Yeah. Charlotte Flair is actually the daughter of Ric Flair.
I was actually just about to bring that point up and ask that.
Yep.
I figured probably last name synonymous.
It's pretty cool. She comes out with the frilly coat like Flair usually does.
Nice.
Or did, and then Bayley, she's got this weird thing where she has the wacky inflatable waving arm guys.
Nice.
All down the ramp, except this year the ramp goes from the top of the football stadium to the 50-yard line.
So there's just going to be 1,000 of them.
I'm imagining so. It's just going to be lined up. They're going to be flailing around and smacking her in the face. And I don't know.
That will be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. Out of that match there, we haven't even just said who we thought was going to win these matches because we don't know who half these people are.
Well, I'm at a total loss. You at least have some sort of idea? I am out of it.
I guess the backstep, I'm going to think Cesaro and Sheamus are going to win the tag match. Neville might win. I think Neville's going to retain. No, I think Austin Aries is going to beat him because he just came from TNA, so I think he's going to get it, and because Neville's been the champion forever now. Mm-hmm. I would like to see Dean Ambrose win.
I'd say you did talk about Alexa and the Big Show match, so we were there.
Yeah.
So
Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin. I would like to see Dean Ambrose win just because I like Dean Ambrose, but I also really like the whole Baron Corbin. He has this whole I'm the lone wolf thing because he doesn't stable up with anyone, so he's by himself 90% of the time. So, I guess I would like to see him because he's kind of like a newcomer to the roster. So, I'd definitely like to see Baron Corbin win.
That'd be a nice match.
Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, I really don't care.
It's probably gonna be Chris Jericho.
I said I'm gonna root for Chris Jericho because I don't like Kevin Owens.
I don't know
personally.
I know Chris Jericho from WWF. It's been a while. Okay, as I was telling him before we started. The last time I knew of Randy Orton, it was Legend Killer. So that's where I'm at.
Alright, John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. Now, this has been this stupid feud because they have their little Total Diva show, which is like a spin-off, and apparently John Cena and Nikki Bella are engaged. and the Miz and Maurice are married, and they've basically just been spiting back and forth. Miz and Maurice made this stupid sketch about Cena.
I remember you showing.
Yeah, all that stupidity. And that one there, I'm gonna go ahead and say John Cena and Nikki Bella are gonna win because Cena.
I honestly think I'm on the flip side of that. I think it's gonna be a bigger upset for the Miz and Maurice to win, but that's because it's WrestleMania, and I think everybody expects John Cena to win. So I think there's gonna be something pulled out where Miz and Maurice actually win.
That'd be pretty interesting. All right, the next one, Shane.
Also 100 years old.
Shane McMahon and AJ Styles. Like you said, Shane McMahon's 100. He like, I mean, granted, at last year's WrestleMania, he did jump off the top of the Hell in Cell to try to elbow the Undertaker through the table. Missed completely and just fell through the table. It's just like, great, you just killed this old man. Then again, it was two old men fighting, so, I mean, Taker's like 100 too.
He's like 180. Like, holy hell.
So on that one there, I'd like to see Shane win, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to AJ Styles just because...
He's not old.
He's a wrestler. Like, this is what he does. We were just talking about it. Sorry, we're listening to the pre-show while we're doing this here. So the next one, Triple H and Seth Rollins in a non-sanctioned match, which means anything goes.
I don't know who Seth Rollins is, so I'm rooting for Triple H because, I mean, Triple H is my man. DX, I'm a huge DX fan, so, I mean, again, years ago.
I say a lot has changed since DX. Now he's some, like, corporate bigwig, like, assmonger. No.
Just 10 minutes.
No. Say hi to the video. You can put it on my phone.
That's a good idea. She wants my attention and I'm cooking, and she wants your attention and you're not cooking.
Alright then. Yeah, I'm not cooking. Because I can't cook. Alright, but yeah, Triple H and Seth Rollins. Triple H has become like this corporate bigwig kind of guy. There's a lot of distractions in this video.
Yeah.
I don't care though.
Hands everywhere.
Everywhere. But that's because we're kind of shooting this on the fly, so deal with it. But yeah, I figure Triple H is gonna win. I would like Seth Rollins to win. I mean, it is a no DQ match, so I foresee some interference because
someone's gonna get hit with a chair
or a sledgehammer.
Definitely a sledgehammer.
Well, because I think it was actually last week or the week before, Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley had a little thing. Mick Foley tried to fire her.
Mick Foley's still here?
Mick Foley's still here. And Triple H came out and Mick Foley mandible clawed him. Pulled out Mr. Sacco and put it in his face.
Jeez.
And then Stephanie McMahon hit him in the nuts. Oh. So I'm foreseeing, since this here's a non-sanctioned match, I think that that Mick Foley's going to just show up
as Mankind.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Or as Cactus Jack. Oh, I'd love to see Cactus Jack.
Dude Love.
There you go. Dude Love just comes out 3 times. I mean, there was a Royal Rumble at one point in time where he came out as all 3.
I do remember that.
Like, what is happening here? So, like I said, I'd like to see Seth Rollins win, but I have a feeling Triple H is going to win. Unless Mick Foley comes out, then I think it's going to roll in Seth Rollins' favor.
Yeah.
The big match that a lot of people are talking about is The Undertaker and Roman Reigns. Now, they're both called the Big Dog, or Roman Reigns calls himself the Big Dog.
And
Taker is the big dog.
Yeah.
So this is basically a dogfight.
Is he still on his winning streak, or that shit at?
That Brock Lesnar killed that a couple years ago. So he's no longer undefeated at WrestleMania, but if they're going to stick to tradition, generally the wrestlers, when they're on their way out, lose. Mm-hmm. Like, they end their career on their back.
This is his last match?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I'd imagine if he lost, it would be.
Okay.
It'd be like him passing the torch to Roman Reigns. Because Undertaker has been the Phenom, the face, or basically the face of WWE for years and years and years. I mean, people say Cena is, but everyone likes the Taker better anyway, so Taker. So if Roman Reigns wins, I'd imagine that it's going to be kind of like a passing the torch, like, you are the big dog now.
It's going to be Taker's his last throw at it.
I mean, even if it's...
He's probably going to come back.
Yeah. But. And I mean, even if it's not, that's fine with me too. I mean, I really personally don't care. I mean, I like seeing the Taker every now and again, but he is, like, pushing 60.
Yeah.
If not, he is 60.
He's old, man.
He's old. Alright, so this one here is for the WWE Championship, and it is Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton.
Isn't braying what a donkey does? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah,
isn't that called
so.
braying?
Like, I think so.
What is this dude?
Bray Wyatt is...
Fucking donkey man.
He calls himself like the World Eater, and...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So ego bigger than a stadium.
Well, he's more of like this dark, brooding guy. I guess he's trying to be like the next Undertaker.
Ugh.
Or Undertaker mixed with Kane. Like when he first started, he had the Wyatt family, which is like 3 Hulk. Actually, Braun Strowman used to be part of the Wyatt family. Like just big mounds of flesh that followed Bray Wyatt around. Now, a couple months ago, Randy Orton was under Bray Wyatt's spell, so to speak. So he became part of the Wyatt family. It means to an end. As soon as he found out where the Wyatt's little cabin was, he basically set it on fire.
Oh!
And he was like, hey, yeah, no, I was never under your spell. I'm just a Viper waiting and wait, and now I'm challenging you for your title because I won the Royal Rumble. There's a match going on right now.
Is it
it's probably the
Andre
Battle
the
Royale. Yeah, probably. But out of those two there, I'm going to say Randy Orton. Unless, because actually me and a guy at work were talking, we think that, because there was a video of one of Bray Wyatt's little cronies carrying the remains of Sister Abigail, or so it seemed, because it was a real slender body, like a female, under a sheet, and Sister Abigail is like this figure in Bray Wyatt's character, where, I mean, he named his finisher after her. Apparently it is like this supernatural, that's why you saw him rubbing dirt all over his face.
Oh!
Yeah, because it was like the remains of Sister Abigail, it's just like,
what a weird dude.
yeah, he's weird. He's strange. I mean, you might like his entrance though. Although I don't know if we'll be able to see it because I don't know when the hell it's gonna happen.
Death metal.
No, it's more like almost banjo.
Oh,
It's weird.
What?
I don't know. Nah, it's like dark and brooding, and he comes out and he used to sit in a freaking chair until someone broke it. But that's that match. And the final match, well, I don't know if it's going to be the finale here, but it's the final match on this list, and that's the match that I'm most excited about.
I'm excited about that.
Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Now, Goldberg is 2-0 on Brock Lesnar when it comes to pay-per-views. Like, his first one, he speared, jackhammer, pin.
Oh, man.
That was it. I mean, or maybe there was another spear in there, I don't remember, but he basically did 2 or 3 moves, and that was the end of the match.
But that was like his return, right?
That was at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Oh, no!
I'm dying here. And then at the Royal Rumble, I think he eliminated Brock Lesnar, like, right away. Mm-hmm. Just kind of like, oop.
It was like, fuck this guy.
Pretty much. So, actually, no, I think how they're doing that their first win was at WrestleMania, like, years and years ago, when it was, like, voted one of the worst matches ever. Mm-hmm. And Goldberg won. Goldberg returned, Goldberg won. So a lot of people are thinking that Goldberg's going to lose here.
Because
he's ancient.
Yeah, well, they're both ancient.
Brock Lesnar's actually pretty in there still.
Like 40, 48, 50? He's got to be pushing 50.
I think he's pushing late 40s, maybe.
Because he was in early WWF. I mean...
Yeah, true. I mean, so they're both pretty up there, but Goldberg is definitely older. Like, by a lot. So, I mean, I definitely think Brock Lesnar's going to win. I mean, that and he does have the raw, like, hey, I used to be a UFC fighter, so let me just go ahead and punch it for a living.
He did. And he was badass.
Yeah. And, of course, that is for the Universal Championship. Now, I was actually talking to another guy at work, the same guy, and he was saying, what would happen if midway through their match, CM Punk's music just kind of showed up, distracted Lesnar long enough for Goldberg to get a spear on him, pin him, and then Goldberg's...
Chokes to death. He
dies
right there.
I don't know what the heck I swallowed, but wow, I'm dying over here. So out of those two there, I would love to see Goldberg pull out a win, but I have a feeling that Brock Lesnar's going to pull it out.
Probably. That's probably more than likely what's going to happen. Which, either way, I mean, I'm excited for that match, but I'm actually rooting for Brock Lesnar a little bit more, because I've always liked Brock Lesnar a little bit more.
I mean, Goldberg's got that nostalgia factor. Just like, hey, yeah, WCW, huge, like, 174 matches or whatever.
When he got brought out by the security guards. And I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he still does now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So those are our predictions. If you guys agree with us, let us know in the comment section below. I know it's like an hour before WrestleMania starts, and this is a 20-minute video, so hurry up and watch this video.
Watch it quick!
Yeah, right? Watch it quick! Listen to our predictions. Agree with us, disagree with us. I mean, to each their own, I guess. So, I guess we'll just wait. We'll keep you guys updated on Twitter as we go. So, maybe we'll vlog a little bit on Twitter as it goes. I don't know. Wait and see. Follow the link in the description below to follow us on Twitter to find out. Alright, we will see you guys later. Shut up!